everyone, today I got this big hunk of steel in my hand. This is a U.S. General Padlock, and it's there's what the packaging looks like. It's actually a Harbor Freight product, so of course made in China. But this thing is a pretty big, heavy padlock. It looks like it might be strong, but we'll put it through its paces and see. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and put it in the vise. And try to pick it. I'm going to use top of the keyway tension. Wow, that's weird. That thing turned. I mean, the core itself, or the plug itself, is turning a pretty good amount there. I actually see it scrape on the bottom of the plug, and then it wobbles a little bit after I turn it just a little bit. So a little bit of oddness right there, straight off the get-go. But this is a Chinese lock. We know they thrive in the land of oddness. So I'm going to try heavy tension. Okay, heavy tension ain't doing squat, so. Oh, there we go. I touched 3 of the pins, but that's not open. Okay. It turned. Maybe it needs to be helped out just a little bit here. That is strange. Never picked a lock that didn't want to open before. Huh. Let's go ahead and zoom out. And let me try to hold tension on this when I take it out of the vise. Ah, there we go. It was caught on the vise. Okay. So it did pop open. Didn't put up much of a fight. So, hey, it's removable. And well, let's go ahead and look at the bitting on the key. I did pick one that looked like it had a decent bitting. That's the best bitting they had out of it. It gives you 3 keys, so that's a little bit of a bonus. Okay, here it comes out. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Okay, there's no clip on it. How do you take this apart? I don't know. That's as far as it turns. Maybe you need the key. Well, that's still as far as it turns. Doesn't want to come out that way. Wait a minute, there's something. There might be something there that I can work with. There's something weird going off in the, or going on in the back of this, like a little pin. There we go. So now we should be able to gut this and see what is in it. Oop, wrong follower. There it is. That's funny. That is funny, China. Ha ha ha. Some of the worst driver pins I've ever seen. They are kind of spool. Okay, let's just mangle some springs. Yup. Okay, so I got 5 of these little, almost like, I don't know, they're very strange little drivers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the key pins. They're not much better. This is definitely not a lock you'd want to gut. They cut just about every corner on this thing. It's almost as bad as that damn Lock brand dimple lock that I went medieval on quite a while, or a little while ago. It does show 6 pins, but that last one is actually for this thing. This is weird. This thing, it actually goes right here and keeps you from turning it too far. And look at all this junk. Just made to ride right on those grooves. Wow. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in on these pins. So we know the core is junk. We know, yep, those are like cast copper driver pins, and they're kind of spoolish, really junky, but the key pins don't look bad. They look like they're yellow brass, and they look like they're fairly well made. So let's do a little bit more looking at the lock itself here. Let me grab a file, see if this stuff is actually hardened. Let's take a look right here. Oh, 1 back, 1/4, and that's a pretty good sized notch. That ain't hardened. Let's take a look at the shackle. You can hear my fingernail scratching on that. That ain't hardened. Let's take a look at the armor plate on the bottom. Maybe it's hardened. Nope, it's not. And what about the nut at least? Maybe it's got to be. Nope, that ain't hardened either. You can see my little notch right there. Well, final verdict on this one. If you're looking for a lock to make fun of, buy this lock. Or if you're looking for a lock body for, oh, say you've got an American lock core hanging around, let's see if that fits in there. Hey, what do you know? I guess you can turn it into a challenge lock with an American lock core. Let me turn this over just a little bit, see if it even lines up. Yeah, it does line up. Let's see if it'll even actuate the cam. I'm not going to put the little armor plate in it right now, or the little other part in it, but okay, it will work. Maybe I'll do that. I've got this spare American lock core hanging out. I might just turn that core into a challenge lock and put it in this body. But other than that, this thing is a total piece of junk. And I knew it would be. It was, okay, I'm not going to lie, guys. It was $9. So I knew it was going to be junk. I just wanted to know to what degree. And yeah, I found out. But there we go. U.S. General, not so hardened, large ball bearing padlock. Well, you've heard my verdict. Guys, don't do anything illegal. Stay safe. And please, like and subscribe.